Hello, my name is Nigel Griffiths. I work in the Advanced Technology Centre in the UK, part of IBM Europe. In this movie, we're going to look at updating the common agent for Director 6.1. I thought we'd just click on the updated package, select a machine and hit go. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but it is easy once you know. I've just logged on and used Navigate Resources to bring up my machines. These are my operating systems, as you can see up here. I used System Discovery to find a logical partition that is running the default downloadable System Director Common Agent, and here is the logical partition here, Bronze LPAR 5. I then gave it access using the root passwords so that we can exchange keys, and then the server can talk to the common agent over a secure network. Next, I ran the inventory over here. We have to do an inventory, otherwise Director6 doesn't know the details of the machine, and then it can't recommend what to do for the update. If we now go into updates, I have already performed the check for updates. This brings down a list of all the updates that are available for what you're interested in. In my case, it's actually AIX and the Director server itself. And you can see here that I schedule this regularly so that I always have the latest updates ready for me when I turn up for work in the morning. Now I could show updates and go in to find things that way and then decide to update a particular package. The issue with the common agent is that rather than the common agent being one package with a new version number, it's actually a group of packages. So the easiest way to find out the group of packages you need is we'll go in here to show needed updates and we'll select our logical partition. Okay, now I was in here a couple of seconds ago, so it already has Bronze 5 on my list. Otherwise I can go to browse and find out the logical partition I need. So I can just select now show needed updates. It now checks the inventory for our machine against the updates that it knows exist, and here they are. I'll take the menu out of the way. Here we go. These have already been downloaded as I've installed these previously to another common agent. So all I need to do now is actions, select all, and actions, install. Going to take me through this little wizard here. Next, I'm going to select the system. Well, we already know it's the operating system for Bronze LPAR 5. Here we go, add it to my list. I have to scroll down. You won't have to do that if you've got a bigger screen. Okay, the options, automatically install missing updates. Okay, any prereqs, just get on with it. Automatically restart, well this is the common agent, so it will just restart the common agent, that's okay. Here's the summary page. I can check my details, it's not too complicated, so we'll finish that. So here's the update. I prefer to change these things up here. This is LPAR 5 common agent updates, so I can remember it. Little easy. I could do it right now. I could schedule that for sometime in the morning. And off it goes. Now we can sit there and monitor this happening. That's not a good idea. We've got other things we can do with our time. Okay, we'll close this. I'll bring back my menu. We go into active and schedule jobs here. And we can see it's active. I'll cut out the movie, how long that takes, and we'll come back to it in a minute. Let's have a quick look at the logs. Oh, 100%. Well, there we're lucky. And look at the log. Pop the menu away again. Down here is the log. can see if we go through it all looks like it worked fine. Successfully finished. Okay, now we got the latest version of the Director Common Agent on our endpoint. But how do we actually check the version of our common agent on the endpoint, given that there's 10 little packages that actually make up the complete version? If I go to my Silver LPAR4 is my Director6 server, and I run this command here, and in here is the hostname of the endpoint, then it gives me a summary of what's on that machine. So I have the Director Core Services at 520 and the Director Agent at 6.1. Now that is actually before I ran the update. If I then go to the endpoint itself and I use this endpoint shell script, stop and start, so I've restarted my endpoint. Now if I go and run this command again, we should see the updated version. So here we are, we now have the agent is at 6.1.1.1. So we have actually updated our endpoint. We've covered a number of things in this movie, so here's a reminder. We've put a new common agent on an AIX endpoint. So on the server we've done the regular sort of work. We've discovered the endpoint, then we've given access to the endpoint, and we've done a inventory on the endpoint, and we should be doing inventories regularly. I like to use it once a day in the middle of the night. Then we went to the update manager and we've done again a scheduled check for updates. You might as well do that once a day as well, so that Director6 knows about all the latest versions of new software. Then we've actually performed the update manager show needed updates, selected a new endpoint, and then selected all the 10 components that it recommends that makes up the new common agent. Then we did the install for those. Then, if you were paying attention, I had to restart by hand the common agent on the endpoint. I've given you a find command to find the actual shell script to do that, but the details are there as well. And we can start and stop, restart will do both in one go. Then we wanted to check this endpoint version. That's actually tricky to do, but I've found this Director6 server command that will do this and give us the new version, so we're confident that the upgrade has happened. Remember, the host name here has to be the full host name of your endpoint.